We have with us Deb, Francisco, Eves, and their daughter Jennifer. And today we're talking about what we call our 5 and 5 plan. And these are all players here in Indianapolis that have been part of this program. And so we wanted to take a couple minutes today to highlight what it is we're doing and how it's been working for us and working for them. Now, Deb, you've really been one of our primary leasing agents to help source tenant buyers like the Garcia family. Mm-hmm. And why don't you talk a little bit about how that's evolved, because we really rolled this out about 18 months ago, 12 to 18 months ago, and how it's changed for you going from just renting houses to finding tenant buyers.
Well, first of all, just dealing with all the customers is great. I love people, and especially the Garcia family, they're fabulous. It works a lot better for people that cannot go to the bank and get a loan. So they get to work this way with a 5-year plan, 10-year plan. They put $5,000 on a home, and it's their home. So they get a little piece of the pie when you can't go to the bank. This has been a great opportunity for me, for them, and for a lot of other people.
Now, how is finding these kind of buyers different than just finding a regular tenant?
A lot of times, people that are really not wanting to rent, that's the only way they can go. You can talk to them and you can hear in their voice that they're really not wanting to just put down that money just for renting.
Right.
They feel like they're wasting it.
Right.
So then I'm always suggesting, hey, I have these wonderful houses, $5,000 down, get you a monthly low cost, and the house is yours. And the only thing that you're paying is your monthly mortgage payment, mm-hmm. and then you're paying your insurance, taxes, and the house is yours, so you do all the maintenance.
This house is in Wayne Township. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, right? It's on about a 1/4 acre lot. It's probably worth somewhere between $70,000 to $85,000. And what was the purchase price, Francisco, that you guys bought it for? ¿Cuánto lo compraron?
65,000.
So they paid $65,000 for a house worth $75,000. They brought in $5,000 down. How much is the monthly payment? ¿Cuánto pagan mensual? $700. Okay. And then they pay the taxes and insurance, which is about another $150 a month. And they've been in the house now for a year. And how do you guys feel in the house? ¿Cómo se sienten estar ahí?
Bien.
So she's saying it's a good area, it's a very mellow area, a lot of las escuelas.
Excelentes escuelas.
Good schools. Okay. Jennifer, how are you liking it there?
It's not like a little bit. It's much different now. It's really quiet, not like other ones that are really loud.
Cool. So you guys aren't going anywhere. No se van a ningún lado. Okay. Now, Deb, how did you meet Garcia family?
Actually, Francisco does construction work. And so he was looking for a home, and they was actually looking for anything that they could rent right away. And then I was in a meeting with Alpine, mm-hmm. and you guys had brought up the address, and I was like, I know someone. Mm-hmm. I know someone that's wanting this house. I went and looked at it, called Francisco, we met. I would say it went really smoothly, the process, would you? There wasn't no hiccups or anything, it was gravy.
So they brought $5,000 in, and how do you get paid, Deb?
I get 3% off the total sale of the house. So I get it right off the top out of the $5,000 that's paid.
Okay, and so basically you made right around $1,900
mm-hmm.
for bringing this family in.
Yes.
And over the last year, they've had some repairs and improvements. They've painted. They've done had some light repairs to the hot water heater, to the vanity. Now this worked particularly well because the owner on this property is an investor who bought the property from us several years ago, and he was ready to sell.
Yes, he was.
He was tired of just having tenants in the house. He was tired of paying for maintenance and taking care of the taxes and insurance. And he just wanted one client, like the Garcia family, to take care of all of it and just send him a check every month. So he gets the $700 a month from them. They take care of the taxes. They take care of the insurance. They've painted the house. They've made plumbing repairs. They had a roof leak that they had to repair. Now, how long ago was it that you guys moved to the United States? ¿Hace cuánto que se llegaron aquí?
2003.
¿En cuándo?
En 2003.
So, 2003, that they moved here. ¿Y eso es la primera vez que han sido dueños? Is this the first time that you guys have been homeowners? ¿Y cómo se sientan a tener su familia y ser dueños de una casa? How does it feel to be homeowners living in your own house?
Se siente bien porque más privacidad para la familia.
Yeah, so they feel really good. It's more private for the family. They feel established to be there, and they're really excited about the opportunity. Now, this particular term was for 10 years. Okay, at the end of the 10 years, then they will be the homeowners like they are now, and it's worked really good because the interest on the loan was how much?
7%.
So it's 7%. So our investor is getting the 7% in finance fee on the deal, and he has no headache. For them, it's great because they didn't have a huge application process, and they were able to put their $5,000 down on the property and move right in and be homeowners. So it's really been win-win for Deb,
Absolutely.
who has really transformed. How has this affected your personal business? Because before you were just finding tenants for a few $100 leasing fee.
Actually, it's really evolved for me because not only did I find a home for them, I found homes for other people because of them.
Okay, so did they have friends that you then?
Yes,
Okay.
like friends from church, people that they know. So my name has really gotten out there a lot for people that can't go and get a loan, and they're coming to me and like, almost like I'm their savior now. So it's funny like that, but it makes you just feel really good when you can actually do something that's really wonderful for someone.
Very cool. So as you can see, this program that we call the 5 and 5, because most of our investors will rent the house out for a few years. I usually do on my personal properties for 5 years, and then they'll sell them for a period of 5 to 10 years for a client like the Garcia. You can see that everyone's a winner here. It's been good for me as the original person who bought that property because I sold it to my client in Connecticut and I made profit. He made profit renting the home. When he decided he wanted to find a buyer for it, Deb was able to find the Garcia family. She made a couple $1,000s from the deal. They now have a home that they have equity in that will be paid off in 10 years. And they have a huge upside as homeowners. I mean, they could turn around and flip the home then because based on that neighborhood, I think that home could be worth $100,000, especially with the way that they're taking care of it. So it's a great deal for the Garcia family as well. And that's why this program works so well, because you have a lot of hardworking, first-generation immigrants that come to the U.S. They like to own homes. They don't understand the system and underwriting and amortization schedules and loan applications and building their credit. And so this allows this program in all of our markets, because we're doing this in Dallas, we're doing this in Kansas City, we're doing this here in Indy. This allows us to bridge that gap, the inefficiencies that are taking place in the market, help families like the Garcias establish a foothold, send their children to school, building a better life than what they had, help leasing agents like Deb transform from just finding tenants for a couple $100 a month to making meaningful fees for finding clients like this. And it works really good for you, our investor, because you then become the bank and you get the $700 a month from the Garcia family when they move into your house or their counterpart. And it's just been a fantastic program. So hopefully that gives you a good kind of feel for how this has worked for us, and something that you want to consider going forward. Anything else to add?
If you have a home you want to sell, call me at Alpine.
Okay.
Estamos muy agradecidos realmente con Dios, ¿verdad? Podernos brindar, pues, tener esa comunicación con ella, que nos haya puesto en un lugar correcto,
gratitude. They feel like they met Deb as part of an extension of their church community. They love the neighborhood, they love the house, they are recommending their friends to her because it has worked out so good for them, and they just feel like it's been a blessing in their life, and so they just have gratitude for this program, for Deb, and for the opportunities that have come out of it. ¿Algo más, Francisco?
Pues también estoy agradecido pues, por haber conocido personas así como Debbie, que nos pudo ayudar a nosotros, y así mismo de la manera que nos ayudó, recomendamos a otras personas.
So it's cool because they really feel like they're able to help themselves. And they weren't able to be homeowners before, and now they've been able to transform that. And again, it's all about these personal relationships, one relationship at a time, not setting yourself up as some big informal lending structure. And that's really been the key to why this has worked for us. Because now, as they recommend their friends, the trust is already there with them. And Deb has trust in us and in the investor network that we have, that these aren't just going to be garbage homes, and it's not going to hurt her reputation by putting people in these homes. And that's been, there's a lot of trust that's built in there. Jennifer, anything else you'd like to add? You're ready to get going on with your weekend, right? Okay. All right, well, that's all we have. Again, thank you for your time, and feel free to hit us up with any other additional questions that you have.